Some races have not yet been called. Our political reporter Morgan Viner has an update tonight on the takeaway from some of the statewide races.
The big takeaway is that California is still very blue. It was clear from the first round of ballot result dumps last night that the Democratic incumbents, they were going to sail to the November general. So that begs the question, if they were so safe in the primary, are they equally as safe in the general election?
I think all of those Democratic incumbents that you saw getting 55, 56% of the vote and seeing no strong challenger coordinating, getting out of the teens, I think they're all really safe in November, right? I think Gavin Newsom can really focus on being governor, right? For once, kind of not get out of that constant campaign mode that he's been in the last couple of years.
UC San Diego political science dean Thad Kauser said the most interesting race of the night further down the ballot, state controller, where Republican Lonnie Chen secured an endorsement from the LA Times editorial board and is now securing the majority of the votes.
Will his Democratic opponents be able to consolidate all of the Democratic support and beat him, or will this be the first crack in the blue wall that has led every statewide officer in California to be a Democrat since 2006?
Crime is one of the top voting issues in California. It's why the race for Attorney General is also in the spotlight. Incumbent Rob Bonta moving on to November. But who is he running against? Nathan Hochman at 18%, Eric Early at 17%, and we're still waiting on 50% of the ballots.
What is interesting is that Rob Bonta, who was the appointed Attorney General, really wanted to run against Eric Early because Early can be portrayed as extremely conservative. They can tie him to Trump and things like that, and that's what Bonta would like to do in the fall. However, the Republican Party has gotten behind the other Republican candidate who appears to be in the lead.
Kauser adding it's a strategy that might need to be discontinued.
Candidates are going to have to go back to the basics in November and get their message out rather than worrying about trying to choose the weakest opponent. They're just going to have to win elections on their merits.
Kauser said at the end of all the ballots being counted, if we're still seeing an AG race where the race to be number 2 is still that close, like the 1% we're seeing right now, then the losing candidate can request a recount.